Hey guys, this is John Flanagan, and you're watching the AU review at South by Southwest. Yeah, I performed yesterday. I was performing at Rusty's, and it was a well-attended, well done event for Antiquiet.
Glad to hear it.
Yes, it was awesome.
So, what are your first impressions of South by Southwest? It's madness.
It is absolutely chaos. I mean, I think it's kind of it's heaven for musicians. This is exactly what everybody wants to do and sort of mingle and meet one another.
Yeah, and you're meeting and mingling with a lot of people.
Of course. It's kind of like, I don't know, if we can't attend the Grammys, then this is the next best thing. We get to see all our favorite artists and just sort of roam around and get into all the parties.
Has there been any highlights, any artists you've seen so far that you've enjoyed?
I've been a huge fan of Sam Smith, and it was cool to see him. I've never been able to see him before. He's with Capitol from the UK, and I've actually only had one day of attending shows so far, so I'm looking forward to a couple of others.
Fantastic. Well, let's talk about your music. And of course, South by Southwest comes with the opportunity to promote new music and everything in between. So let us in on what you're here to show the world.
Right now, I'm really pushing my record "Pretty Lies," which is available on iTunes and Spotify and all the regular places. And just basically trying to generate as much new music as possible for a project upcoming this year.
Fantastic. So yeah, tell me about the project coming up this year.
The project coming up this year, I've been basically just spending the last couple of months writing and generating content, and hopefully it'll be on a label or independent. Either way, it can't stop coming out, so it's it's coming one way or another.
Fair enough, and if you can generate that extra interest about it, then.
And that's absolutely the purpose of South by, right? That's what we're all doing here. Spreading the love, but also generating some cool interest. Meeting awesome people.
Well, it's certainly a pleasure to get to talk to you today about all that and find out what you're up to. But I guess the question then becomes, after South by Southwest, what's that next step? What do you do? What do you do after that?
Well, I mean, you get used to the road. You learn who your friends are here on the road, and I think there's definitely a tour here in the future. The next project is really, I want it to be a little bit more raw and a little bit more honest and a little bit more just connected. So there's hope that we can take this one on the road, and hopefully I'm hoping to open up for some cool acts this year. That's the next thing.
Australia. Is any interest to get down to that part of the world?
Of course. Are you kidding? I love Australia. I've actually never been to Australia, so if I can get to Australia, I'd love to make that happen. Australia, Asia, Europe, all of it. Right? Isn't that what we want to do?
Exactly. I mean, have you been over to Europe or anything like that?
I've never toured Europe. I've never ever actually made the leap to Europe for a tour. But that's hopefully also, I'm willing that into the cards this year.
What I guess would be the point at which you're able to do that? You're able to get over there. Is it getting a deal over there? Is it just saving up the money to do it? What keeps an artist like yourself from getting outside of North America?
The main thing, obviously, I think for all of the starving artists is money. But there's also definitely it's about generating the buzz and keeping people interested in getting and making the connections to go to these places and create these experiences.
At the end of the year, as we look forward to next year, I mean, it seems like you've just got such a busy year ahead. I guess is the point I want to make. Are you going to have time to stop? Is it just going to be all full out for this year?
I think that's the key with music is maintaining momentum. That's what everybody wants to do, is just keep it all going as fast and as much as possible, I guess.
Fantastic. Well, I guess the last question to ask you is, if you have any advice for someone coming to South by Southwest, even though this is your first time here, from what you've experienced so far, do you have any advice that you'd give them?
My advice for South by Southwest is is bring aspirin. No, my advice for South by Southwest is to just get into as many things as possible and see as many things as you can. Everybody's here. You're going to have 1,000 favorite artists by the time you leave, so I hope that anybody who would come to South by Southwest would bring a healthy liver and an open mind.
And get ready to damage both.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely.